Welcome to another installment, another episode of the Formatt with your boy, Matt Jackson, aka Joffrey Killer, aka the Dinosaur Man, aka Lady Cadaver, aka Colossal Freakter. It's another one I forgot about, but anyway, aka the man you want to listen to on these top 10s. And this is a top 10. This is top 10 nightmare-induced factions. So this one is about groups that kind of either scared you or a little silly, fun, masks, just something that you would probably dress up for Halloween, you know, but this is the top 10 nightmare-induced factions, or factions you fear, whatever. And this is a, you know, pretty cool list here of factions that either scared you or made you laugh over something, like I said, you would dress up for Halloween, so we got that clear. And this is my Halloween episode, another episode of Halloween episode, I guess, you know, whatever. After the alien came in came and kidnapped me that one time, my mind is working better since that alien came and kidnapped me. I don't know, I'm just playing. Anyway, so I guess you know what I'm saying. I'm just letting y'all know that this is gonna be a good top 10. This is for Halloween, you know what I'm saying? These are top 10 nightmare-induced factions. Here it is. So, number 10 it's got to be Retribution. I know they're new and stuff, but they do wear masks. And that dude Mace, he's pretty creepy. And so is Dijakovic, T-Bar, whatever you want to call him. Yeah, so I would have to put Retribution number 10. So anyway, number 9 is the Dark Order. They're not as scary as they used to be. They're kind of jokish comedy act at the moment, kind of, but they still have this serious like cult stuff going on. So I really like that stuff. It's really macabre, I guess, cultish. And they make number 9, Dark Order. I really like Evil Uno. I love Brody Lee. I love Stu Grayson, Johnny Silver. You know, I love John Silver because he's just so funny. Johnny Hungy, he's just funny, he's hilarious. So, number 8 up on this motherfucker is the Menagerie. All right, let me say that again, the Menagerie. A lot of people might not know who this faction is, but it was a faction that was done in TNA. The leader was Nux, which is really Mike Knox. And he had members such as Crazy Steve, and he had the girl Rebel. They had, who else was in that girl? Oh yeah, the Freak, Rob Terry. Yeah, the Freak Rob Terry. They had a great little stint they did, whatever you want to call it, like little time they were together. I really liked the Menagerie. They were kind of like a carnival-ish, clownish kind of deal. They were pretty dope. I don't know, I think I'm missing another member. I don't know, but that's when Crazy Steve was first introduced to the world of wrestling. And he is, you know, blind. Crazy Steve can't really see. He can't see. And he does all this magnificent wrestling without being able to see. So, the Menagerie, number 8. I love it. They're a great team anyway, faction, whatever. So number 7, here's an oldie but a goodie. Number 7 is the Oddities. The Oddities with Kurgan, Golga, Luna Vachon, ICP, Shaggy Two Dope, and Violent J. Then they had the giant, what was his name? I can't remember his name, but anyway, they had a giant guy, I can't remember his name. I mean, it was a great thing. Golga was actually an old school wrestler. I think he was Typhoon, or either he was Earthquake. One of those guys played Golga, and I just can't remember who it is. I wished I could remember who played Golga, but it might have been Typhoon, or either it was Earthquake. I cannot remember. It was one of them. And anyway, it was so great. They had the South Park shit going on. I mean, I just think they were really good. You know, the Oddities, you know, Come to the show, big time show. What can you find with a big time? Big carnies, big juggalos. I don't know, whatever. What can you do? I don't know. Oh man, a lot of people couldn't hang with the oddities. They were pretty cool. Oddities are just the shit, you know what I'm saying? Anyway, so number 6 is the Dungeon of Doom with Kevin Sullivan. And then that big guy that was creepy as hell. And then you had the Zodiac, which was Brutus the Beefcake, Barber. Then you even had, what was it, Earthquake or Typhoon in the group? I think it was Earthquake, yeah. And it was cool, you know. Dungeon of Doom was really satanic and just all around really creepy to me growing up. And I'm guessing that's why they made number 6, because they were creepy, but they weren't like, I don't know. I like the Dungeon of Doom. Kevin Sullivan's, he's fantastic. Even though there's rumors going around that he killed Chris Noir or set that up or made something happen there. I don't know. I don't really know how to believe all that. But yeah. So yeah, I guess Dungeon of Doom, man. There you go, man. It's a good team. I really enjoyed like all the weird characters, which you're seeing them right here in the video anyway. So hope y'all enjoy all these pictures y'all seeing. Anyway, number 5 is a faction that was done in TNA, and it was called Decay. So Decay makes number 5, and that was a group made up of Abyss with no mask, just makeup, and you had Rosemary, which is awesome, sexy, love her, and Crazy Steve. So Crazy Steve made this dang list twice because he was part of the Menagerie, and he's a part of Decay. And I love Decay. I love Decay. I mean, as you can see with these top 10 lists, you've seen, you know, Rosemary hit the top 10 twice. I mean, she was in my top 10 twice, you know. She was in my top 10 female, she was in my top 10 tag teams, and all that other stuff. So, we got Decay, okay. Number 4. Now, Matt, you're gonna love my number 4, Matt. Now, hopefully you remember this, Mr. Britton. The Dark Carnival is number 4. And that team consisted of Vampiro, ICP, and the Great Muta. I think that was all that was in that. I can't remember. I think it was Vampiro, ICP, and the Great Muta. So ICP has made the list twice. 2. If you think about it, they made the site twice too. And who cares? You know what I'm saying? Who cares? You know? Number 4 is Dark Carnival. And like while I was making this list, somehow this faction slipped my head. I'm like, what? How did this even slip my head? How did I even not think of them? So I had to reset my list, redo it. Anyway, I think this list turned out pretty good. So we got number 4 is Dark Carnival. So, number 3, Matt, this one's a good one. Okay, so number 3 is The Brood, baby, The Brood. All right, and that consists of Gangrel, Edge and Christian, or Gangrel, Matt Hardy, and Jeff Hardy. Either way, it's still The Brood. So both of them made it in there because it's The Brood. You know what I'm saying? So you're seeing pictures of Matt and Jeff with Gangrel, and you're seeing pictures of Gangrel with Edge and Christian, and that's just how this is. So, but anyway, number 2, I think everybody's looking forward to this one. Number 2, got to, Matt, you gotta be looking forward to this one, because number 2 is the Wyatt family. All right, number 2 is Wyatt family. You know what I'm saying? Because Bray Wyatt is just the greatest thing. Like I keep saying, and I'm gonna keep saying it. I'm gonna put Bray Wyatt over every chance I get. The man is a genius. The man is everything we've ever needed in a superstar in the first place. I mean, Bray Wyatt. And then you had Luke Harper, and you had Eric Rowan, and you had Braun Strowman. You know, so fantastic shit. And you were supposed to have there was this other guy that was supposed to be a part of it too. What was his name? I can't remember his name. He was off like Tough Enough or NXT or some shit like that. And he was somebody who was like really huge. He was supposed to be in it, and he was actually in it in the NXT FCW days when they first started the Wyatt family thing. There was another member in it, and I guess they just replaced him with Braun Strowman. So anyway, now I know everybody has been waiting on this right here. Matt, number 1, and will forever be number 1 in top factions. It don't matter if it's Halloween induced, it don't matter what it is, it don't matter what type of factions list you're putting out. this team will always make number one, I think, and it's the Ministry of Darkness. The Ministry of Darkness was the absolute greatest faction of all fucking time. All time. Ministry of Darkness, hands down, is the greatest thing when I was growing up. Still is the greatest thing, and they're not even around no more. But that consisted as, you know, the leader Undertaker. You had the APA, Bradshaw, and Farouk, which I met Farouk one time. Farouk is a really nice guy in person. I met him. He actually saw me training, so he got to like stand. He stood there and watched, you know, while we were in the ring training. So that was really that got me right there, man. Because I'm training in the ring, and I look over at the door, and here walks Farouk himself, Ron Simmons. Damn! He walks in, he's watching us train in the ring. It was one of the most amazing thing ever. But anyway, we're getting off that. Anyway, it was considered the Midian. Midian was in the group. Edge and Christian was a part of this group, so I guess Edge and Christian made the list twice too. So this was, you know, but yeah, you had who else was in that group? You had Midian. Who else was in there? Yeah, man, it was phenomenal, and I really enjoyed it. Sitting up here at the Masonic Center, went for a walk. Going to the food line, gonna get me a craft beer, I'm pretty sure of that. I cut the grass today, so I will definitely get me something to drink on tonight. And, but anyway, Ministry of Darkness, what else can I say about them? They had, I mean, when they brought Midian in, they did this whole sacrifice thing, like cut them open or whatever the hell. It was crazy, man, it was crazy. They did some wild stuff, and I really just dug the whole Ministry of Darkness thing, because I thought, you know, if you want to bring evil to wrestling, this is how you do it. And then the Undertaker, if you want to know some knowledge, some real shit, facts and shit, the Undertaker took his role so important in his mind. He took his role, his gimmick, and he actually started to believe that he was, like, I guess, the Lord of Darkness in some seem of fashion, because he was doing the character so good. Like, in public, you still saw The Undertaker. You didn't see Mark Calloway. You saw The Undertaker back in this time period. He didn't give no fuck. He was playing his gimmick out. And that, my friends, he was like the king of kayfabe. And I would have to say Sabu's the king of kayfabe too, because they really can just fucking, and Sandman, when Sandman had his eyes blinded or whatever, I mean, he played that. I mean, just, you know, when it comes down to it, when you can actually play a role, do it to the fullest extent, do your best job, and you do all that, you know, that you're supposed to do, and you just do what you're supposed to do, I mean, you really can become something in the world. And I just hope that everybody that is listening to this will just, if you see something you think is not obtainable, try and attain it. Try. Just try. Look what The Undertaker's done. Look, he started that. Y'all don't even want to know. When The Undertaker first started out, Mean Mark Callis, he was even the guy named the Punisher, Punisher, with a mask on, black hood. So he's came from nothing to something. He's always going to be the best in the world. But anyway, here's some honorable mentions right here. Got some honorable mentions, and there's some good honorable mentions here, I guess. It's not too many honorable mentions, but it's at least enough, because, I mean, hell, all the greatest factions made the damn list. There wasn't really nothing left for me to do. Now, I do apologize for the top women's tag team, because in honorable mentions, I did leave out, and I did not mean to. I left out the Beautiful People, which was Velvet Sky and Angelina Love. And then I think there was another one I missed out too. I just can't remember if I did it. I can't remember now. But I do know that one was, sorry for that, but anyway, so I'm hoping y'all like these honorable mentions here on the factions and stuff. So, and I hope y'all have enjoyed this video here. It doesn't take me long to put these videos together. It kind of does in a way, but it really don't. But it kind of does. I just gotta, you know, I go in, I have to download all the pictures, and then I crop them and make them look nicer, and then I record this little thing, and then I put it all together, and bam, you got a top 10 list. Anyway, so and I'm glad that Matt, your boy Matt Britton over there, on behalf of Matt, enjoyed my last top 10 list of top 10 tag team lists for the women. I think I really nailed that one, and I hope I nailed this one, and I hope y'all enjoyed this one, because New Day rocks, right? New Day rocks, New Day rocks, New Day rocks, New Day. I'm just playing. anyway, so, and how'd y'all like that Hell in a Cell pay-per-view? Hell in a Cell pay-per-view was lit. I liked it. It was a great show. Actually, my internet was, I mean, for some reason I couldn't watch the main event. I know I was like, whatever. My internet was not working that great, but whatever. I did see a bunch of it, and it was great, man. Them RKOs that he gave, oh man, I was going top of the cage, and it was great. But anyway, so keep liking, sharing, subscribing, keep the subscribers coming. Tell your friends about us. We're wrestling mats. And this is the Formatt. And you have the Behalf of Matt show. Then you have my top 10s plus reactions to the top 10s. So you've got a lot of material, a lot of stuff to listen to, watch, whatever. And, and thank everybody for it again. Thank y'all. And this has been your boy, Matt Jackson, a.k.a. Joffrey Killer, a.k.a. Dinosaur Man, a.k.a. Lady Cadaver, a.k.a. the Philosopher Freaker. And we're going to be getting it in. So this has been the Formatt. Formatt out. Boy! Ha!